let's say for example, we have project A, okay, project A, B, C, D. Let's now say their NPV is NPV of project A, let's say is 60. NPV of project B is 80, okay, 75, 90, and what? 100. So let's now say in a multi-period, these are the NPV. So the constraints, so period 1, year constraint. Constraints. So for year 1, constraint, at least I'm talking about fund available now. Fund available. Fund available. So for year 1, the fund available is, let's say for example, is 225. So for year 2, for the second year, the fund available is let's take 175. Let's take it that way. 175. Let's now say the capital required. So for projects in year 1, so projects A, B, C, D. So the capital required for project A in year 1 is 100, 50, 100, let's say 150. Let's say, okay, 200, let's call it 200. So in year 2, the second year, the capital required is, for each of the projects, 100, 150. Let's take this one to be 50-50. 50, 30. Okay. Now, we have to formulate our objective function. We have our objective function now. This is the scenario in which we have our objective function. Which is what? Maximization of shareholders' wealth. Allocation of NPV. It will now be what? 60, these are NPV. So it will now be 60A plus 75B plus 90C plus 100D. That would be our objective function. That would be our objective function. So let me put the constraints here. So I'm looking at where I'm going to put because I'm looking at the space there, so I'm going to do what to accommodate it. Okay, so now what subject to so for the first year, this is the fund available, this is fund required, and this is the fund available. So it will now be what 100A plus 50B plus 100C plus 200D less than or equal to the fund available in year 1, that's 225. Okay, let me put it there so that it's able to cover it to say it clearly. So now the what subject to what 100 of project A, 100A plus 50B plus 100C plus 200D less than or equal to the fund available in year 1, 225. So for the other one, for year 2, so 100A okay, plus 150B plus 50C plus 30D less than or equal to, what is it, 175. So we now have it as A, comma B, comma C, comma D. So this one will form equation 1, and this one will form equation 2. A, comma B, comma C, comma D greater than or equals to 0. Greater than or equals to 0. So A, comma B, comma C, comma D less than or equals to greater than or equals to greater than or equals to 0, less than or equals to less than or equals to 1, less than or equals to 1. So we call this non-negativity assumption and non-repeatable assumption. Non-negativity and was non-repeatable. So by this, we have formulated in linear programming. So just assume that this is the scenario in which we are faced with. We have the project, and these are the MPV given for the project. And this is a fund available for year 1, this is fund available for year 2. So these are the capital required for each of the projects. For other year 1, we have for project A 100, project B 50, 100C, and project B 200. So for year 2, we have it as well like that. So now to form the objective function, which is multiplication of NPV. So the NPV is what we are going to do, what sum it up together here, which will form the objective function. So which are subject to what? To the required fund. So 100 of A in year 1, B in year 1, on and on like that, less than or equals to the fund available in year 1. So also for year 2, we have all these there. 100, 150, 50, 30, less than or equals to fund available in year 2. So we now form our non-negativity assumption, which is what non-negativity condition, which is what A, B, C, the project greater than or equals to 0. Non-negativity, so because it's non-negativity cannot fall below 0. So non-repeatable A, B, C less than or equals to 1. So on this note, I come to the end of capital rationing. So this is the last part of capital rationing. This is what the multi-period capital rationing. So by this, we're going to do what is give you an insight into what we meant by capital rationing, whether it face a single period or multi-period. So at this note, this is the end of capital rationing. Please, you are feel free to do what to comment on these videos. Anything you think I need to know on this video, anything you want me to do or to explain, yes, anything you want me to explain, just put it in the comment section. I'll be glad to do or to receive your comments and respond to it appropriately. So at this junction, I'm going to call it today. Thanks for being. Please don't forget, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, don't forget to click on the subscribe button, like the videos, share the videos, and I'll be glad you do that. Thank you very much.